Well, it starts to be complicated in the mornings. I don't really have the opportunity to recharge my personal batteries during the nights. It's super cold. Last night it was 5 degrees. Now it's 8. There is a mega morning dew, so everything is still wet. Even if it hasn't rained and that the weather is good, but while the sun isn't over the mountains, it's really cold. Well, not better than usual. 10:30. I wasn't lucky. There is something to take in consideration. When you arrive in the evening, you have to find where the sun will shine in the morning, because I had one of the most shaded locations. So, no sun means cold, but not only this, it also means that nothing can dry, so it's complicated to pack everything in the morning. There is one thing which is certain, it is that the mountains are still beautiful. Welcome to Cortina d'Ampezzo, famous for its location and its surrounding area, which is just splendid. Hey, look! A 1000th radar! So you have to know that this place is very expensive, even the fuel is expensive, and you can imagine the hotels. I start by the same small road as yesterday, just above Cortina d'Ampezzo, with a splendid view, and then I'll turn to head towards Misurina Lake. In fact, I could have ridden this road again 10 times and still it wouldn't have bothered me. You really have to see it and feel the atmosphere here to understand the pleasure of driving in this area. As you can see, the place is very touristy. I have never seen so many cars on the side of the road. It's here that I changed my direction compared to yesterday. Hey, have you seen the sign? Austria was indicated. Let's go! With these mountains, in fact, even the straight roads are not boring. I arrive at my first lake and it was beautiful, big surprise. Wow, what an incredible lake! It's so beautiful, so beautiful. I'll try not to fall in the water. We are now at Lago di Landro, but hey, I have to admit that after the Misurina Lake, it is not exactly the same concept. So, let's go to the most famous lake, Lago di Braies. For once, I found myself with a biker in the same direction as me. Even if I would have liked to hit a bit more the gas, I stayed behind him just for the pleasure of riding together. Well, except that he absolutely didn't care about riding with me. Well, anyway, I was happy, and that's good to be happy. I have the feeling that the Dolomites, as we saw in the past days, are now finished. I'm now going towards Austria, and I have the feeling that the landscapes will be as you can see now. So, bye-bye the Dolomites, it was amazing to see you and to ride here. So there are a few kilometers left and then, let's go to the Tyrol. Ah no! The lake is closed for now. The police has just refused me, but I can see some people going through. I don't understand why. I'm so disappointed. I should have lied to the policeman and said that I was going to the restaurant. He said, "It's full, you have to go after 4 p.m. What you need to know is that this lake is the most photogenic of all the Dolomites. Crazy colors, a splendid environment, small pontoon, wooden boat, in short, the real postcard. I now don't have any other choice, I will have to come back. Yeah, okay, with pleasure." I continue now in a small valley and I take the direction of the mountain range which separates just far ahead Italy from Austria. There is another small lake there, around which I spotted a few restaurants to cheer me up. Once again, I was not disappointed. This little lake is beautiful. The small road that runs alongside is very pleasant to ride, and at the end there is a leisure center to chill. Perfect! It is now the end of the series of videos in the Dolomites and about how you can visit this place by motorcycle or with a van or by car. So here we can already see that the landscapes have started to change from what you have seen in all the previous episodes. Indeed, there we are starting the Austrian part. The border is right next to me. In any case, what I saw for 4 days in the Dolomite side was really great. You can see it in all the videos that you saw. The sceneries are beautiful every time. It's really breathtaking. In any case, I spent 4 dream days there, and if you want to do the same thing and not worry about the organization and the planning, as usual, below the video you will find the link to download the full guide with all the GPS and GPX tracks, and then there is also a topo which explains where the campsites are, where to fill up, where to buy some food, if there's a good restaurant, well, everything is in it, so it's ready to ride. If you want to see the next part of this adventure, which will take place in Tyrol in Austria, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the little bell to turn on all the notifications, so YouTube will send you a message when I release a new episode. Now, let's go to Austria and I'll see you in the next part in Tyrol. Hey! Don't leave now! I can crash you just like that! We are just at the beginning of the afternoon, so I will summarize this end of the day for you, and it will be a teaser for the rest of the series. I wanted to ride a pass, but there was a red light at the beginning. Everyone was queuing and smoking their cigarettes. We can only go up between the half and a quarter to an hour. When it switched to the green light, it was suddenly a real stampede, so we raced. Up there, it was splendid, but you will see in the next episode. It was like that. It's beautiful. You have to come here. On the way down, I almost crushed a rich guy alone in his world with his Lambo, so it annoyed me. I comforted myself with a splendid landscape, and it was good. I said hello to the cows by the side of the road, but they didn't give a shit, so, as revenge, I totally ignored the next cows. Ha! I took a huge pleasure to go back down by a road, went through the pine trees. In the valley, no more curves. I had myself behind my windshield, and I drove at full speed, at 100. I saw Austrian palm trees, a concept still pretty much unknown, and finally, I arrived in a camping farm, or a farm camping, but I think it's the same. I asked the neighbors if I could fly my drone, and it was beautiful. After that, I installed my tent, took a shower, ate at the restaurant, and slept. But that's not very interesting. Interesting stuff, and to stay speechless in front of, there will be plenty in the next series in Tyrol. So, for the survival of the human species, subscribe. Yeah, it's directly related according to a very serious study I found. Give a thumbs up to the video, click on the little bell, and I'll see you in the highest peaks of Austria.